Alright guys, I'm going to do this review of the Phred Ernesto VH3, and I have a tobacco burst. And first thing, I'm just going to run you through my whole experience of buying this, because I know there's not a whole lot of information out there, and very limited reviews, and I could see on like different forums, and people are really interested in it, and they don't really know anything about it other than the few reviews that people have done out there, and like I think there's just like a handful of videos. So I'm just walk you through the experience of buying one of these things. First of all, ordering from the website was really easy. It's pay through PayPal. Freddie at Phred Instruments, so I guess runs this whole thing. He's really easy to get in contact with. Keeps you up to date. So working with him has been really nice. Not worried about it at all through the whole process. I was lucky enough to get an model that was in stock. I didn't have to wait a few months for him to build I think the blondes are out of stock right now. So I like the tobacco burst. It was in stock. So it took about 3 weeks from me placing my order to me getting the guitar. And I think most of that time was him just waiting on his guitar tech to get this thing set up and intonated and everything. So about 3 weeks. So I think it's a pretty good waiting time for in-stock model. So I got it today, and I thought it came packaged really well. I'm not really sure about shipping guitars. Every guitar I've bought has been in store, and I brought it home with me. But from when I opened it up, it seemed to be packed pretty well. There's 2 layers of cardboard, some like styrofoam film, and bubble wrap. So it seemed to be a pretty good method of shipping it, especially I got it shipped to New Orleans, and it looked like it came from all the way from California, so ground. So it held up pretty well. First thing, I guess we'll go through the appearance now. When I opened this thing up, it looked awesome. It looked really cool. I mean, right away you could tell this thing kind of looks like a dock. I mean, it looks like it was built pretty well. The finish is awesome. It's just a really cool looking guitar. I don't know really what else to say about it. So next thing I did was, after looking at it for a little while, I picked it up and I started playing it. And when I got a little bit closer to me, you could see with the appearance, there's a few minor things here and there where it's like speckles of paint, so the spray paint wasn't, I don't know, I guess scattering all over the place. But if little things like that kind of bother you, I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's almost unnoticeable. Looking at this thing from like 3 feet away, you can barely see it, and it just looks awesome. I mean, if you really want to put a microscope to it, maybe you can get a little critical, but I'm really happy with the way it looks. I'm really happy with the build and the finish and the paint. Really cool guitar. So I picked it up, and it wasn't in tune, the guitar, so which I think is probably a smart thing, because shipping this thing tuned put some tension on the neck, and I don't know how that would affect it on a truck while I was traveling so many miles. So probably a good thing. I tuned it up real quick, and this thing's got a smooth neck. Let me tell you, it's really fun to play. The ebony, I am really used to maple, and this is the first time I have an ebony fretboard. I really like the way it feels, nice and smooth. The action was set a little high for me, I guess, when it was set up. Not that it was bad or anything, or it was unplayable. It played great. It's just I'm used to having a slightly lower action, so I went ahead and messed around with this floating bridge a little bit. It was pretty easy to lower the action. I didn't adjust the truss rod or anything, and everything's staying in tune just fine. Plays really smooth. I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a great time. I've been non-stop playing it since I got it for about 5 hours now. I guess if we go back a little bit to the appearance, and I'm jumping around a little bit here, but every time I've played a semi-hollow body or hollow body, like Epiphones or Gibsons, even like the Ibanez Art Chorus, they always seem a little big and clunky to me. I I'm not really a big guy, so it was kind of a weird fit, I guess. But this thing is it's pretty small, and it's a hollow body, so that's one of the selling features for me. You can see in this picture here that you can see the size comparison from a Telly to a Strat. So it's about the same size. It's really light. Much lighter than the Telly, much lighter than the Strat. It feels really good. One little criticism I might make about some of the knobs is there's three like main knobs of the volume and the two tones. The volume and the neck pickup tone knob. It's smooth up until you get to, you know, the how should I call it? All 360 and 0, or all the way on and all the way off. It gets a little scratchy, a little like there's a little resistance. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but it's not really a big deal. I haven't had any problems with it yet. So plugging this thing in, I mean, it sounds awesome. I think it sounds great. Get some really fat tones out of it on the neck pickup. A lot of different options with the series and parallel or whatever they are switches, and it's a three-way knob. I haven't tested out the OBEL system mainly because I don't have a junction box. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna get one. My amp has a effects loop, and that works fine for me, so I can't really comment on that. But I have some other videos with me just messing around, and you can check those out. And I just kind of play some Phish songs because obviously, you know, I'm sure a lot of people looking at this guitar are huge fans of Trey. So there's one video with a bunch of Phish tunes, and then one of me just kind of like messing around, nothing cohesive, just testing out stuff, playing some notes and some chords and all the different tone settings, so for you guys to hear. I would definitely recommend this guitar. If you've been looking at it and you've been on the fence about it and you have, you know, the cash to spend, I mean, for what you're getting for the price, it's an awesome value. I don't know where else you're going to find something like this. Sure, I know it's probably, you know, it's Chinese made or Asian made, but when I first ordered it, I was a little skeptical. I wasn't really sure what I was going to get. I took the plunge anyway, and I'm really happy with the results. So for what you're paying and what you're getting, it's a great value. I would definitely recommend it. Really fun to play, and you know, if you want to look, if you're going for that, you know, Languedoc look, that Trey look, yeah, it's great. And you know, I think this guitar could be used for a lot of different styles. Obviously, you know, jam band stuff, Trey, Phish stuff, but even I mainly got it for more of like a jazz funk thing. So it's definitely accomplishing that job, and that's about really all I have to say. And I hope you guys enjoy this video and it's informative enough. If you have any questions, just, you know, shoot a comment and I'll try to answer it. If you want anything played, any videos, any settings, any pedals, test it out with it, just let me know. Everything I've done is straight clean with a compressor or with a tube screamer. So once again, thanks a lot, Phred Instruments. Really enjoying my purchase. It's a lot of fun. All right.